Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Jonathan. I'm a spiritual guide, a healer, and a medium. To my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. Welcome back. In today's video, I want to talk about these energies that I've been feeling from the eclipses. I want to talk about my experiences because I have a feeling that a lot of you are going through the same thing, and this message is going to resonate with you. Let's get started. It has been around 6 months since I felt any type of energy like I've been feeling as far as these eclipses. The last time I felt this energy is the 1221 portal, December 21st portal, where my vibrational frequency reached a whole new level. But now with these eclipses, a lot of different things are coming up. I'm sensing as far as my vibrational frequency, it has been going up and down more drastically. But as far as going down, I haven't been going down too far, but I've been reaching whole new levels as far as raising my vibrational frequency. And as far as certain things, certain situations, certain individuals have been triggering me to allow certain things to come up and to let go of them once and for all. Because as far as this journey, you go through the purging stage and you think, okay, I've managed to heal this. I physically purged this out. This has been released. I no longer have to face it. But it's like a circle. You're constantly moving forward and taking a step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and certain things are coming back up. And this is what I've been sensing is certain things have been coming up as far as triggering certain individuals. And it's not only this, as far as gaining a deeper insight as far as how am I meant to move forward, getting these incredible ideas. And because at a certain point, you start to walk your path. At a certain point, you start to take action, move forward in the most authentic way. And you start taking one step after another. And then all of a sudden, it starts to race in your mind as far as all the actions and necessary steps to come forth. And it can bring up some stress, some fear, some worry, some anxiety. And I'll be honest with you, the last little bit, that's what I've been feeling because I've been looking too far ahead. I've been trying to pre-plan literally the entire next year. And it's bringing up some worry, it's bringing up some anxiety as far, am I going to be able to accomplish all the tasks that I have put forth in front of me? Am I going to be successful with all the tasks that I put in front of me? And it was the other day, everything's been closed literally for the last year and a half. Finally, things are starting to reopen back up. So this past week, went to play golf with my brother and my father. And I was able to just get out in nature, but just to relax, to do something that I truly enjoy. And I absolutely love to play golf. And at first, it was just like, it begun just like any other day. But then as the rounds were going on, as I was, getting from one hole to the next, all of a sudden, I got into this extremely relaxed state. And then all of a sudden I started to receive these insights as far as here are the steps that you will be taking. And not only this, realizing that this journey is about experiencing, it's about learning, it's about making mistakes and learning from them. And as far as my next year, I was able to gain a deeper insight as far as how I will be moving forward and to not worry so much about the extended future, to really focus on the immediate future and the present moment and look as far as what daily changes, what daily habits am I able to form that's going to help me as far as my future self. And I've been noticing getting myself out in nature much more than before, spending hours out in nature. I've started to bike out in nature to keep myself grounded, get myself, for some reason right now, it's about my physical health. It's about continuing to work out, getting that exercise in, doing sports, doing activities that I enjoy, getting myself as physically fit as possible. And if right now you're noticing that you're triggering certain individuals, you're noticing confrontations that are coming up, look beneath the surface. Don't just pay attention to what they're saying, pay attention to what they're feeling. Start using your intuition to sense out exactly what from within you is meant to be released, what from within you, as far as possibly a certain self-limited belief, is meant to be released. And now it's time to infuse a new belief, because as far as these triggers, as far as these blockages that are coming forth, it's to show you you've either gone through Example, a healing session, you've learned things at a much deeper level, and now your mindset should be different. And it's just coming forth to see, are you going to react the exact same way that you once did? And it's the same thing as far as blockages. Right now, it might feel, as far as on your spiritual journey, there's a great big brick wall in front of you. Pay attention. Are you falling back into the old mindset? Are you falling back into the victim mentality? Are you thinking, I can't do this, I can't get through this, I can't figure this out? Or else have you shifted your thoughts as far as, how can I get through this? How am I able to accomplish this? Because this is going to make a difference. Right now, it's a bunch of different energies as far as raising your vibrational frequency, but it's also about releasing certain things. Because as far as this 5D ascension, the deeper of healing you're able to do, the better you're going to be able to maintain that 5D vibrational frequency. And right now, you felt this. Every single one of us has felt this. When you get into this extreme rush of love, joy, and bliss through gratitude, through having received a miracle, through having received an unexpected blessing, and then all of a sudden the emotions are just overflowing. That is the 5D vibrational frequency. But as you continue to do this inner healing, as you continue to let go of those self-limited beliefs, it's going to become easier and easier to manage. And right now, it's extremely important because everyone is feeling these energies, but in their own way. Therefore, it's extremely important as far as your loved ones, as far as individuals that you interact with, is to really interact with them out of love, compassion, and understanding. Because right now, it's up to them as far as trying to convince individuals of what's currently happening, trying to let them know, inform them exactly which direction that we're heading in. That time's over. It's now just time to be loving, compassionate, and understanding with others, and put the focus back on yourself as far as your own journey. And as you raise your vibrational frequency, all of a sudden you're going to notice individuals around you are going to start to see with their third eye. They're going to start to actually see what is currently going on. How is it that we're being manipulated? But it's a personal choice. Each and every single individual right now has the choice as far as whether they want to awaken or not. They have a choice as far as, do they want to go back to how it was, or do they want to do their part in order to create a new earth? So really pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Pay attention to your emotional well-being. Whenever your vibrations dip down, take the time, take the necessary time to be on your own and figure out, why are you feeling this way? What is coming up? Because as far as the healing process, you're going to see it. It is the most painful the first time that you release something, but you're constantly going back, and these life lessons that you're learning are going to help you enormously as far as when you begin to move forward in the most authentic way. Once you start to discover what you're passionate about, because as far as this spiritual journey, there's a big misconception as far as, once I get to a certain stage, life is going to be beautiful, life is going to be easy, and it's just going to be smooth sailing. But the truth of it is not. It's just you manage it better. You go through an experience over and over again, as far as making these quantum leaps, these leaps of faith. You start to understand the process better. You start to realize, okay, last time something was taken out of my life, it took about a month and a half, but I was able to remain optimistic. I continued to envision what I want to have to come forth, and I trusted my intuition moving forward, and I followed those signs and synchronicities, and everything worked out. And that's why it seems after you've been awakened for a while, it becomes easier. But it truly doesn't. It's just you're able to manage it better. And as far as these leaps of faith, they become bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden, it becomes more powerful than yourself as far as the direction that you should be heading towards. It's just, you could feel it within your heart that this is the path that you should be taking. So right now, really take a step back and become the observer as far as everything that's happening in your reality, as far as everything, as far as the emotions that are coming up, as far as certain self-limited beliefs that are coming up, as far as reliving the same situation over and over again. Once you take a step back and you start to learn those life lessons, you're not going to have to relive them again. And it's going to help as far as these energies. Like I say, it's all about raising your vibrational frequency, letting go of what needs to be let go, diving into that subconscious mind, and pulling out one self-limited belief after another and infusing new beliefs. And once you start to create these newfound beliefs, and once you truly feel passionate about something and you start to push forth, it's not going to matter how fast everything comes forth, because it's going to be that love, joy, and bliss, that inner happiness, that fulfillment that you're feeling, that's going to be motivating you on your journey. And you're going to notice this all of a sudden. It's going to naturally happen is where, example, you're going to start to take and make the healthier choices. You're going to start, example, cutting out that meaningless entertainment, and instead use that time in order to learn something. The same thing as far as foods. You're going to start to notice certain foods are no longer going to be a vibrational matching, and they're going to make you feel a lot worse than before. You're going to start to make the healthier choices. And as you do so, it's going to start to give you the energy, the confidence in order to push forth. Because as far as your journey, as far as whatever it is that's your purpose, as far as your higher calling, it most likely is something completely different than what you're currently doing now. And you're going to have to be stepping out of that comfort zone like you've never done before. Trusting in that perfect divine timing is going to be extremely important moving forward, because there are so many different factors. If you're currently struggling as far as bringing forth your manifestation, you have to realize there are so many different factors, and oftentimes it's hidden factors that you're not aware of as far as what needs to occur in order for you to bring forth your manifestation. It could be an example. There's a certain thing that you need to learn. There's something that you need to let go. There's something that you need to experience. Right now, you might be getting prepared to assume that level of responsibility. Right now, are you hanging on to things, or are you letting go of certain things? Right now, example, spring cleaning. Have you been getting rid of things that you're no longer using, or are you hanging on to things because that's what is creating that self-worth from within you? Once you're able to let this go and focus inwards, if you're remotely struggling with the law of attraction, focus inwards on your own inner happiness. Meaning, let go of the need, or the feel of the need to have certain things in your reality to create that self-worth, and start doing things that you're passionate about. Start creating one thing after another that you actually enjoy doing, instead of, example, listening or watching meaningless entertainment. And as you do this, what you're going to discover is it might take longer than you perceived as far as attracting this manifestation, but it's going to be much bigger. And right now, we started eclipse season in August. We have the Lion's Gate, which might not bring forth that exact manifestation, but it certainly will align you. It certainly will get you one step closer. And you're going to sense this as far as once you start to move forth in the most authentic way, once you start to trust that intuition and you're acting on that guy, you're going to know. You're going to automatically know that you will be successful. But the amount of time that it's going to take, it's part of the journey. It's all about enjoying the journey, not always just focusing in on the destination, but enjoying the present moment. Because by continuously raising your vibrational frequency, tapping into what is that you enjoy doing, it's going to start to have the compound effect, especially if you've noticed nothing nothing major has came forth yet. All this inner work, all these acts of kindness, all these good deeds are amplifying up as far as your manifestation. And right now, like I say, it might be something you need to let go. It might be a self-limited belief that you really need to let go. It might be certain things that you need to experience. It might be certain things that you need to learn. This is a learning journey, and the process never ends. That's what's so beautiful about this journey is you think you reach a plateau. You're like, this is as high as it gets. I've learned as much as I possibly can. And then all of a sudden your consciousness expands. All of a sudden you start to see things from a different perspective. You start seeing things completely different. And now you're preparing yourself for the next part of your journey. So really take a step back, focus as far as what's currently happening. What is it that you're meant to let go of? What self-limited beliefs possibly are coming up? Is there any type of doubt that's coming up? Look at what's coming up, release it, and give yourself permission to thrive during this time. Give yourself permission to maintain those high vibrational frequencies by not just doing acts of kindness for others, but doing acts of kindness for yourself. Well, that's going to do it for the video. I love you guys. You guys have an awesome day. Namaste.